said I was born on the wild side. One foot in the flames and the other trying to walk the line. Can't say I never saw it coming, I can see the warning signs. Mama always said I was born on the wild side. I guess mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, breathing good, Lord lifts me higher, singing oh when they call me home, singing oh when they call me home. Gonna ride the lightning. There's a man in a black goose standing at a crossroads with a pen in his hand and a long list of lost souls. They say clips are corn fools and a fool's gold. There's a man in a black goose standing at a crossroads. I hope he lets me pass by. And I close my eyes. I'm gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna ride on wings of fire, breathing good, Lord lifts me higher, singing oh when they call me out, singing oh when they call me out. I'm gonna ride the lightning, ride the lightning, ride the lightning. I shouldn't sing. I can't help myself. I like this song. I'm gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness. Hey, what's up, Andreas? Would you FaceTime me tonight? I haven't seen you for a while, buddy. What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? Yogi, Steve, and Bishop with the last live stream of the day. So I've been experimenting with doing like 20-minute live streams throughout the day, either before or after a delivery shift. I was just curious to see what basically what the views would be like. Hey, there's what traffic. I wish I had that much energy. Puff, puff. I just lit the smoke machine, but I will light the next smoke machine for you, brother. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. What traffic? It goes a long way since we always get copyright strikes because of the music. But thank you very much, dude. I will dedicate the next puff, puff in about 10 minutes to you. But yeah, so I'm just experimenting with like live streaming at different times and for different lengths. So usually I live stream from like 4 to 5 p.m., 4:20 to 5:20, but just for an hour. And, you know, that's what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, ever since the stream kind of blew up or since the algorithm started promoting it more. And just the fact that we're at triple digits already, 102 people watching, that's fucking amazing. If you've never dropped a comment before, please drop a comment, like the video, get me some likes on this video for sure. But anyhow, so I've been experimenting with different times today. And it was fun, you know, it was real fun. These little 20-minute streams are a little easier than the long, like 1 hour a long stream. But, oh, you're going to bed early, Andreas. That's why I keep missing you. Yeah, you can hit me up after this if you want. I'm only going to stream for like 15, 20 minutes, Andreas. But, so today was fucking insane. Like I knew this was happening last week. I could tell there was something going on in the market last week. It was extremely slow. But I didn't really work a lot of hours last week. I had other shit going on. So I only made like $175 last week. But I could tell that especially the morning and the early portion of the lunch shift were dead. And I've never like seen it like that dead. And I'm not really worried about it because I actually think it's just going to be sort of temporary. I think it'll get busier again. So basically what happened is I did a morning shift. I worked for 2 hours and I got 2 orders. I only took one of them. I only made $5. Now, as a disclaimer, the other order was 7 miles for $28, which I could have normally taken, but I made the mistake of, like, when I wasn't getting orders at Chick-fil-A, you know, my plan is to always sit down in one spot and wait no matter what. Don't chase the orders. But once I waited 45 minutes at Chick-fil-A this morning, I got frustrated. So I went from Chick-fil-A to Target Center. I didn't get any order there for like 20 minutes. I went from Target Center to Beverly Hills, then Beverly Hills back to Target Center, back to Chick-fil-A. So I put like 8 miles on the scooter without getting any orders. And then I got this at the hour and a half mark. I got this $28 7-mile order, but it was 7 miles from where I was to the destination and back, really 14 miles. And I wasn't sure if the scooter would have enough range, and I did not want to have to walk home. Like, I'd rather miss out on a good order than have to walk home because I'm out of battery. So I could have probably had like a $30 2-hour shift. And then after that, I got a $5 order that I took. So I made $5 in 2 hours. But I could have made $33 in 2 hours if I would have just stayed in one place and just stick to my rules. But I just never seen it so slow. Then I went out for lunch, okay? I went out for lunch at about 11. And I expected to be really busy from like 11 to 2. Oh my God, the first hour, again, I went an hour, I did not get an order. But then at noon, like things just became normal. Like from 12 to 2, I made $40. Like it got busier again. But to go 1 hour during lunch, 11 to 12, and not get a single order was fucking ridiculous. Drop a comment, leave a question. At the end of the 20 minutes, I'm only streaming for 20 minutes because I'm beat, guys. I will make sure I answer any questions in the comments, and I'll talk to anybody who's got anything to say. But so then I went out for dinner shift, right? I just got back from dinner shift now. And dinner shift was like a normal shift. I worked for 3 hours and made like $60. So, you know, that's good, right? That's very good. And I was out there talking to Isaac, who was on the phone with Sam, who's another driver. I don't know why. I guess these guys are good enough friends. They're talking on the phone. Sam's a guy, old school, you know, on the channel. We're definitely good friends out there. And he was saying like, oh, Wilcer and Electric Scooter Academy killed the business. Everybody thinks like this is a good like place to come and do deliveries, or you know, that somehow that like my channel and Wilcer had like a big effect on the market. And all due respect to Sam, who I really like, who I think is very smart. But I just think that the market is like way bigger than E.S.A. and Wilcer, and we're relatively small channels. I think that, you know, definitely the cumulative effect of all the channels, maybe it makes delivery work look more appealing to some people than it is. And I'm sure the channels, you know, everything is connected, right? So I'm sure social media has an effect on the delivery market, on people wanting to try it. But I still think that Wilcer and I are very small fish in this very big pond. And I think what Sam is also talking about, like 2-wheel drivers, guys on mopeds, bikes, scooters. But when I'm talking to guys in their cars, Adam, the Hebrew Hammer, and Jason, another guy from the kind of like the Target area, you know, we used to be able to make $300, $350 if you busted your ass all day. But now you can really only make $200. Jason was telling me, he's like, yeah, like I got to work 12 hours to make $200 in the car. So I just think that, again, like I'm not political, but I think like the powers that be are really concealing how bad the economy is for like regular people or middle class. So people shouldn't be ordering delivery anyhow if they don't have, in my opinion, if they're not rich, because food delivery, it's like you're paying so much more for your food. So if you're not like upper middle class or above, you're insane to be ordering food delivery. But, you know, while they had the money, middle class, lower middle class people are ordering food delivery. And I think a lot of those people are just stopping doing that. You know, they realize they can't afford it anymore. So they'll pick it up themselves, or better yet, like I've been cooking more of my own food this year than like any year ever in my life. Keep dropping comments if you have any comments, any questions. At the 10-minute mark, really in a minute, I'll answer those questions. We'll light the smoke machine, and then I'll come back and we'll do another 10 minutes. But so the market is changing. It's bad. I'm super blessed because of you guys, because of YouTube, because of my affiliate deals. I make enough money to survive in California, in my area, where if you make $60,000 or less here, you're considered under the poverty line. It's pretty insane. And I make a very, like, you know, average income. I don't make a lot of money. But every time I sell the scooter through my links, every time you give a super chat, that shit just adds up. But all right, we're at the 10-minute mark. Let's play a little bit of music here, and then let's light the smoke machine. Oh, this is a good song, actually. We'll do this one. We'll do this. This is a good song. Oh yeah, it's a California song. All right, let's light the smoke machine. Smoke them if you got them. I'll come back and I'll answer your questions and comments. What's up, Leo Fernandez? You're getting the new RX-7 Roadrunner scooter. Awesome, man. Good luck with it. It looks pretty cool. Definitely is. They've definitely been putting a lot of marketing into it, and I'll be very curious. I'll be watching that release closely for sure. I'm very curious about it. What's up, Talks with Michael Young? Always contributing to the comments and everything. I appreciate you, buddy. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you. Again, what traffic? That smoke machine, that was for you, baby. I appreciate your super chat. Leo Fernandez says, did the girl ever pick up the scooter? Yeah, I actually, I did make my video with Kanisha. I did give the commuter scooter to Kanisha. I met her on Sunday. What's today? Tuesday. I met her on Sunday. Actually, my girlfriend and I went together, and we definitely shot like a little bit of a video of me giving Kanisha the scooter. Thank you, Andrew. I'll come back to that in a second. I'll come back to the scooter giveaway. Andrew says, hope things get better. It was slow, steady for me as well. Hopefully tomorrow is better for us. I appreciate the $4.99, Andrew. You've been giving me a lot of super chats. I hope that it's easy money for you. You know, I don't want people giving me money who can't afford it, but I really appreciate it. $5 goes a long way. I need it, man. But so yeah, I gave the scooter to Kanisha. It was very cool. We made a cool little video. I got a microphone on her. I had my girlfriend shoot. And it's a fun little video. I'll probably have that. It'll be a little while before that comes out, just because I kind of really want to get more scooter videos out right now. I kind of missed a couple of days. But anyhow, that was very cool. I still have the group ride video to put out. The group ride video is going to be cool because there were like 3 father and son teams on this group ride. We had a Bill and his kid Jonah. Jonah's like leading the ride the whole way. He's 10 years old. At the ride, I kept saying, that's Jonah, he's 9. And right away, he's like, I'm 10. It's actually a pretty big difference. 10 is older than 9. I definitely understand. You can't be calling a 9-year-old 10. So very good, Jonah, double digit. And Bill fucking wiped out on the ride too. I don't have video of the crash, but I have video of the the effect where he's got a huge, I hate to call it a road rash because it's really like just a gash in his arm and his elbow and his knee. He's okay. He didn't hit his head and his hands are okay. But Bill fucked himself up on the ride. So, and then there was another father and son that I don't remember. Oh, it was Dave. I don't remember this kid's name, but they were together. And I think the kid was like, the father was maybe in his 40s and the kid was maybe like 15 or something. I don't know. They were on like an E-Ride Pro and a Sur-On, or 2 big bikes. But then the third father-son team was very cool. I didn't even get to see their faces. They kept their helmet on the entire time. They had it was Armand and Raul being the kid. And can I tell you, the kid was 3 years old. So that was a pretty impressive father-son team to have a like a father with a 3-year-old son, and they were on some sort of electric bike, and the kid like sat up front and just held the center of the handlebars. So that shit was very cool. Oh yeah, Bill is in the chat now. What's up, Bill? Bill says, dude, I got jacked up, LOL. Yeah, you're a tough guy, and I know that you were kind of playing it off on the way home, Bill, but I saw your injuries, and since I've had like those types of injuries myself, I know how fucking bad they are. So, but luckily though, like, I do mean it when I say any accident you walk away from is a good one. Oh, your left foot is swollen? Yeah, you were hurt more than you thought, eh? We didn't even know your left foot was fucked up. We know your left knee was. Yeah, well, hopefully, I'm pretty sure. I mean, hopefully you'll just be 100% before you know it. But yeah, I knew that it's hard to tell the extent of a bad crash sometimes until you get home. But I mean, any accident you can walk away from is a good one. I mean, being scooped off the ground myself and dragged to the hospital at least once, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about accidents right there. So, Bill, I'm glad you're alive and not in the hospital. I blanked your mommy. This was the best name ever. Says Uber Eats has been paying more than Dash lately. Yeah, that's very interesting. Hey, what's up, Simon? People don't truly understand how amazing living in the Hollywood Fairfax area is if they don't live here. The weather, everything else, super walkable. Oh yeah, dude. Like, I never listen to any of the negative talk about California in general. Like, I absolutely love it here. I'm still feel like a New Yorker on vacation, even though I've been here since '94, long time. But yeah, no, it is some of this. I love it around here. I mean, for me, it's like, even before I had the scooters, I was living without a car, and yeah, I was able to walk to quite a few places. Taha Samir says, sir, have you ever been in a movie? I feel like I've seen you before. Now, a lot of times, like us bald guys tend to look alike. So I've never been in a movie. I was in a college movie, like my buddy Dave Rogers, who is actually very big, like a television producer director now. I was in his like his college senior film, and my line was, "Hey, that's my car," because like a guy carjacks me, and that's my whole line was, I get pushed out, and the car drives away, and I'm like, "Hey, that's my car," So it's very. You didn't see that movie, I'm sure, unless you saw the 1988 Ithaca College Senior Film Fest, which I doubt that you did. Oh, you're going to Krav Maga class, Bill? I thought that you were too fucked up to go to class. I blanked your mommy says, I had a rad crash the other night on a dash, missing sidewalk in the dark. Oh, yeah, you hit a curb? Like, or you didn't see it and you went over it? Because I have daydreamed myself into a curb before and smashed the shit out of the scooter. So I know exactly what that's like. Yeah, okay, Bill, take it easy for sure. Leo Fernandez says, you kind of look like Borat. Yeah, a lot of us, like Italians, Jews, certain types of us kind of look the same. People often think, well, sometimes think I'm Italian, but Borat and I are probably very Jewy looking. That does not give you permission to say stuff like that, but I'm saying it. Oh, man, yeah, today was a crazy fucking day. Like, it's been a while since I worked breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I guess I'm like in a good mind. Maybe I'm just happy because I'm like in love. I got this wonderful woman that I'm with, and like I don't really have like any like free time to like be sulking or be sad. So even though I was out there for 2 hours, like the beginning of the day, and there's no orders coming in, that can be like severely depressing. But it wasn't that bad. It really just wasn't really that bad. And then lunch, it did feel better once I got some lunch orders. Once I got up to the flow, went to Sephora, did some makeup orders. And then dinner just felt like a regular day. Dinner just felt like a regular day. So that's pretty freaking cool. But what else do I have to tell you guys about? Yeah, so my third shift, the scooters that I rode today I rode the Mantis for, hey, what's up, Steven? How you doing, man? Steven Salter Pottery. My acceptance rate went below 70% today. Holy shit. Worst orders ever. It's funny that you say that, Steven. What's up, PPE? You love me? I hope you are well. I love you too, buddy. Yeah, Steven, with a PH. That's the way I spell my name, by the way. Yes, I definitely have told people, I said, listen, the rating system around here, it's probably, I don't know if they're doing top dasher in some markets, but the platinum system that they're using, I feel like when I was below 70, the orders were terrible. And I talked to drivers. You guys know me. I'm like fucking gregarious. Hey, what's up, Tornado? Uber thinks I'm a car. That's funny. A lot of people do that. But I don't think they track your speed anymore on Uber. They used to be serious about it. But I think on DoorDash, if you're below 70%, you're getting less orders for sure. But I think that if you're at like 99%, you're not getting great orders, like anything better than 70. But I think you're right, Steven. Like above 70 is all you need to do. And you're gonna get whatever, like not like the crazy orders, but the best orders that are coming out of the system. So I stay above 70 as well. Can you tell us a quick story on how you met your girlfriend? What's up, Carlos Monzo? Oh, it is a pretty easy story on Facebook dating. Like I really spent like the last couple of years, like we met, let's just say in January, been together for 4 months or so. And the couple of years before that, I really was not, I was with a girl like 18 months or almost 2 years before that. But I spent a couple of years like not dating, basically, not hitting the apps or anything. And maybe like a month before I met the girl that I'm with, the woman that I'm with, I was on Tinder. I went on Tinder like I normally would. Tinder always kind of relatively worked for me, but the last time I used Tinder was, like thinking about it, was like almost 7 years ago. I was with somebody that I met on Tinder for over 5 years, and then almost 2 years apart. So it was 7 years ago that I last used Tinder. And I kind of remember it like basically working for me. I met like a lot of women on there. But Tinder wasn't really working for me. I did it for a short period of time. It gets expensive. You got to pay for it nowadays too. It's not fucking free. So my buddy John, he's like, you got to use Facebook dating. It's like, Facebook dating, that's for old people. And he's like, we are old people. People above 40 are generally on Facebook. So Facebook dating actually right away, like the variety of like women that I was interested in was a lot. There's high variety, and they're generally above 40. So like age appropriate. So this was the first woman I went on a date with. I think the second woman that I talked to via chat, but the first woman I went on a date with, and we've basically been dating ever since. So it was just, and we're a great match. She's whatever. She's beautiful, she's fit, and she's smart. And I've been saying this to her. I'll say it and over like first woman I've ever dated that I will just say, you're definitely smarter than me. Okay, like she's traveled, she's a doctor. I mean, she's a specialist. She's not just, she ain't no GP. You know, she's a freaking pathologist. What she's doing all day at work is incredible. You know, it's like what she does is she has a superpower, like to do this job, to do autopsies, all this like tissue analysis, and then you got to present to other specialists. Like she's smart, and when she explains shit to me, she has a very good way of explaining stuff, and like, you know, we have a good relationship. So that's more than you need. You just want to know how we met. Anyhow, so let's go. Dave Gravitt, what's up, buddy? Puff puff pass. Toke 2 joints in the morning, toke 2 at night. It's not, that's the song. I blanked. Okay, so I blanked your mommy says. No Name says, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to have a pot leaf on your shirt. Who says this is a pot leaf? This could be something else, right? It's not even like green, it's red shirt. This is a MedMen shirt, by the way, from the company. Somebody gave it to me. Tornado Garden knows what's up. Referring to women, he says they are all smarter than us. Shh, that's very funny. The White Rabbit idea. I got to ask. I got a Yumi scooter for dirt cheap, new latest model, but I don't see any people on YouTube reviewing them. What's your opinion? So far, 60 miles in, it's great, is my opinion. Yumi is like a brand that, like, until Freshly Charged got their hands on it, they it was mostly considered kind of like an AliExpress brand, sort of. But Yumi is like probably the newer models. All scooters have gotten better. This is the thing about scooters, is it's hard for me to like really shit on other brands. So the way I'll talk badly about other scooters is being very specific about the scooters that I think are like the best. So the best scooters are Cabo, Dualtron, Nami, and InMotion right now. Like the big stand-up scooters, those are the top end brands. And I don't sell all those, you understand? So sort of unbiased. I actually do sell. I sell Cabo. I do actually sell all of them, but I don't sell Nami. But so those are like the top tier. But it doesn't mean the tier below that, which I would put Yumi in that category, along with like Apollo, and you'd have to name brands to me, and I would tell you where I classify them. But so it's like Yumi, I'm sure, is a great brand. I just like over the year, in the last 5 years, scooters have only gotten better. They've gotten better in quality, from lower price to higher priced. So I'm sure a Yumi can be good. Now you own one, so the thing is about scooters is your first 500 to 1,000 miles, like that's like free. Like basically, the way I look at scooters is you're gonna have a problem like right out of the box, or when it's 10,000 miles old. You know, you're gonna have problems at the beginning of life or end life. And once you can get through the beginning of life problems and get the scooter working, you should be fine for a while. But I think the Yumi brand is probably fine. It's probably great, probably good. And you know, there are reasons why these models are 10 to 20% cheaper than the top tiers. The main reason used to be that they don't use name brand batteries, but now they do. Like most companies have gotten savvy. Like for expensive scooters, people don't want to buy generic batteries, especially with all the press about fires and shit. You know, like people are aware, like don't buy cheap generic batteries because those are more inclined to have a fire than not. Mike Fritz says, I like gummies. I like edibles, but not too much. Dave Gravitt says, Tinder, so you were Randy? And he's like, mind blown. Psh. Oh yeah, man, for like a second. Like I started using Tinder after a bad relationship ended like 7 years ago. I was in a relationship that was like good for 6 months, bad for 2 years. We've all done that if you're a grown up, right? So, but then I went on Tinder and I went on like a tear because I was, you know, sad or mad from that crazy relationship. Tornado Garden, referring to scooters, the parts keep getting better all around. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's hard for me to like completely shit on any brand, you know. It's just not my style, especially since I'm a little bit pushy with the brands that I ride, the brands that I sell. So it's like, I don't want to make it, you know. I learned from Pavel Tsatsouline, you know who that is? He's the founder of Hardstyle Kettlebell Method. Not that I learned it from him personally, but it's like one of his quotes, like, we don't sell this business by telling you what's wrong with other methods. We tell you what's right about ours. So that's the way I like to promote scooters. I don't promote scooters by saying what's wrong with other scooters. I just say what's good or right about the scooters that I ride. I try to be honest too, because even the stuff that I ride, every brand, everything's got issues that I'm pretty open with telling people. So anyhow, what else is going on here? James HW, how you doing? What's going on, man? Hello to you. Any suggestions? I'm tired. Any suggestion for affordable scooter that can go up at 20 to 40% grade hill? I'm not really sure how steep that is. Like, is 20 to 40? Is it like this? Is 20 to 40? Like, I'm not sure. It sounds pretty steep though, but any good dual motor scooter, probably above $2,000, is probably good for what you're describing. But I will say, the real nemesis of a smaller motored scooter or just single motor scooters is going to be a hill. So almost guaranteed, if you get any of like the $3,000 and above dual motor scooters, they're probably fine. But no single motor scooters for sure. Probably nothing under 2,000 for sure. How about the Roadrunner? Yeah, I mean, I just actually burnt the motor out on my Roadrunner V2 going up an insane hill. The Pro is better. But again, I'm not sure how steep 20 to 40 is. I'm trying to imagine, like, what do I go, what are the roads around here? I wish I had a point of reference. I just don't really know. Dave Gravitz says, I want an Apollo. Your scooters are way mucho expensive. Yeah, I hear you, man. Look, you're going to be happy with probably whatever you get. Mike Fritz, what are you saying there? That might have been Grindr, honest mistake. That's funny. Yeah, you know what it is I felt like Tinder used to be like Grindr, where you're going on there for like casual hookups. But my theory is that like women are not really programmed for casual hookups, but gay men definitely are. So Grindr, I'm sure actually, I know works because I totally have gay friends that I've talked to about. They've told me Grindr stories. And but Tinder, it feels like the business model is flawed. Like, I don't want to get too deep into this. I don't want, but I just feel like it's not, guys would love to have casual hookups. Women, not as many percentage-wise by far. So anyhow, that's funny. James HW, I tried a Phantom $500 scooter and it failed hard. Yeah, at that price point, you're not going to get anything that's going to do good up hills, I don't think. Oh, like San Francisco Hill? Nah. Okay, that I understand. I do understand that. You need like one of the big scooters. You need like a Wolf King GT, GTR, Dualtron Thunder, Dualtron Ultra, anything in like the $3,500 and up price point. Your lowest price point is probably actually Wolf King GT. This is like really one of my favorite, been around for a while, scooters that you can still buy. Electric Scooter Academy bonus code, $50 off. Use the link. But I still sell quite a few of those because I really, if you're smart, you take my advice. You buy a scooter that's been on the market for a while. Like those of you guys getting the new Roadrunner RX-7s, good for you. I mean, cross your fingers that you're not being experimented on, for $3,500, $4,000. So, again, like I have nothing bad to say about it, but you're buying a brand new release, so you're definitely like taking your chances. Let's see here. Mike Fritz, I'm glad you like the content, man. I appreciate it. The White Rabbit idea says, a lot of people say always run dual motor to keep motors in use, but is it really bad if you run single most of the time? But I don't need the big jump from a stoplight. Yeah, you're fine. You can run it in single. It's fine. I don't think it's bad for the scooter. I think that Ginger on Wheels did a lot of experiments with like single and dual motors activated. And I don't think it makes much of a difference like for the healthier scooter or even your range. For me personally, though, I leave the scooter on dual motor unless I'm limping home on a very low battery, then I'll put it in single. So I don't think it makes a difference, though. I think a lot of these things for battery maintenance, safety, and whatever, like, it's all bullshit. You'll be fine. All right, guys, I got to sign off soon. I got to eat. It's been a crazy day. The expense is the freaking duty. Okay, James HW, good question. 3 questions here at the end, and then I do have to sign off, guys. I streamed longer than I wanted to. I appreciate you guys being here. And actually, if I can get to 20 likes before I'm done answering these questions, we're at 12 right now. I'll keep streaming for another 5 minutes. So if I can get to 20 likes, I will continue streaming after I answer these 3 questions. Okay, so like the video, please. 3 questions. What about the InMotion Climber? good scooter. I actually just sold one of those through my InMotion promotional, the only one I ever sold. So I'm plus a couple of dollars on InMotion climbers. I think it's a sick commuter scooter, but I think that they priced themselves a little out of the market. They're a little expensive. They might be cheaper now. I've heard you can get them for like $700. I like the InMotion climber. I still have it. It's not a delivery scooter, but it's a killer dual motor. Oh, will InMotion climber go up these steep hills? No, because that's a way smaller powered single motor scooter. Wow, you guys did it. All right, guys. We're gonna like the smoke machine and stream a little more. You guys hit me with like a whole bunch of likes. That was very nice. Thank you very much. I never actually really did that before, like canvassed for likes, gave you a number, and then boom, we got it. So, all right, you guys are liking the video. I appreciate it. But so InMotion, I was gonna answer 3 questions. Then I'm gonna stream a little more. We're gonna light the smoke machine. I'll play another song for us. I'll be on for at least 5 minutes more. So InMotion climber, a good scooter. I definitely like it. I like mine. It's a commuter scooter though. Aubrey Bush, thoughts on the eMove Roadster? I have like 0 thoughts on it except for like you can watch the video. I rode it. It's insanely fast. I say this all the time though. I'm not like a speed demon. It almost seems like these companies are in a race to make they're like in a race to make a faster and faster scooter. For me personally, I'm just not. I get like I've been riding for so long that first of all, I have to go 55. I don't even get a thrill at 55. Okay, that's the fastest I've driven. That's the fastest I like to drive. I've taken all my big scooters basically up to 55. Okay, the GTR, the GT, the Ultra, my Dualtron Ultra, my Dualtron Thunder, the InMotion. I've taken all these up to 55 just to feel like, oh, is this going to be steady? But I didn't really get a thrill at that point. To be honest with you, at high speed, all I'm thinking to myself is, did you check the tire pressure? Did you check every exposed nut, bolt, and screw? So I don't ride for speed. So the fact that they're now coming out with like 84-volt scooters, the Roadster is cool. You know, like I indirectly work for Vora Motors, so I support whatever they're doing. It's probably not the type of scooter they're gonna like give me one. And it's also, I don't think there's like a lot of them out there. You know, I think that they're moving out very slowly, and I don't really know what the big picture is on the Roadster, but I'll probably be able to borrow one in the future. Melvin, the owner of the company, has definitely said in the future that I can borrow a scooter. So I'm just wondering, I don't need to own a Roadster for the speed. Like I really love 40 miles per hour. If you're going 40 miles per hour, that's like fast enough. By the way, the reason for owning a scooter that goes 60 or 70 is when you're going 40, you're at sub-maximal capacity. You know, you're not stressing the machine. So I really believe in, I like having a fast scooter so I can ride it at 2/3 capacity so it will last a long time. Why do you think my first scooter lasted 11,000 miles? And it didn't die, the battery just got weak. My first scooter from 2019, my Dualtron Ultra, I brought that puppy to 11,000 miles. Nothing on it really gave up. I had a bunch of work on it done. Like my mechanic Ryan and I worked on it a lot together. But the parts lasted almost forever. And the battery just was getting very weak. So that's how I gave up on that scooter. Plus at that point I was getting other scooters. So, okay, so the eMove Roadster is cool, super fast. My local friend Alphonse bought one. He seems to like his. I think he had some controller problems at first, but he bought one because he lives in the neighborhood. He brought it back. They fixed it. He got it back. I have to talk to him because I really want him to bring one of the scooter out to the ride. So I'm not a speedster. I'm not chasing speed. Roadster is fucking very cool. It's obviously going to be one of the top fast scooters out there in the coming year. So let's see. There was some other question. One more question. Then I don't want to there's more questions coming in. I don't want to light the smoke machine just yet. Let me keep talking, but we're going to do it. When are we? Okay, next question. This will probably help me. When are we going to meet the girlfriend? Good question. I've talked to her about this and I've thought about it a lot. You'll probably hear her voice at some point in the future, in some capacity. But like as far as putting her in the videos, I don't know, man. Like especially like as the stream kind of like blew up and I started getting, we had some real trolling issues. Like I hate to say it, like, and people will say shit, and I just don't know if I want to like expose her to like the real negative aspect of YouTube. Now I am a Z level YouTube celebrity, but I get enough attention where like I should probably just keep like that part of my private life private. Although I mean I'm happy to like say my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that. Honestly, part of me, this is just my insecurity. It's just I'm bragging that I have a girlfriend now, because I'm a nerd. I go years without a girlfriend. So when I have one, but this one is very special. We have a very good, we have an amazing thing going. going on. So when are you going to see her on the channel? I don't know. I often think about, if any of you guys follow poker vloggers, like I love the Trooper. And, you know, there's Lady Trooper now. But if you remember, for like a year before we met Lady Trooper, we don't even know her name, right? We just call her Lady Trooper. I'm laughing because Mike Fritz says, can we see her feet? That's why, again, it's no, you cannot see her feet. So anyhow, the poker vlogger, the Trooper, he was a guy who had a vlog for like 5 years, and he just seemed like a real nebbish. This is like a Yiddish word for like a nerd, like where like he's not gonna have a girlfriend, meaning a nerd, no women around. He's just deep into poker. Many poker players are like that. Poker is can take the place of having a girlfriend for a lot of us. I know for me that was for sure in my 20s. But anyhow, and then the Trooper does meet a woman, and he starts alluding to her as Gun Girl, because he would meet her at the gun range and they would practice shooting, which in itself I thought was pretty cool. So that's how, like, you know, he met somebody, like, I guess he's into shooting. So, what's up, buddy? So, but for like a year, Ripley, you eating one of my socks? So for like a year, the Trooper, he referred to his girlfriend as Gun Girl and never showed her. Showed her from like maybe a distance, shooting from the back. Never really showed her, but at least about for a year. And then I guess, you know, at one point they decided to make it public, but she also made her own channel, Lady Trooper, which actually, the channel did like okay. And it was interesting watching her go from just talking on his channel and not really having her YouTube voice. You know, like it's you have to learn how to talk on camera. And like she was like, she would talk on, I can't even do it actually, but when you're like, I naturally, or from training or whatever, like I draw from like here, like I talk from here, if that makes any sense. I don't talk like from my chest. Somebody better, smarter than me could explain this. I was told that I do it naturally, but it's how I project my voice. Like when I was teaching karate to little kids, I learned how to project my voice. I guess my teachers kind of indirectly taught me how to do that. But anyhow, it was interesting watching Lady Trooper go from like having like a regular voice to she slowly developed a YouTube voice, and she made her own channel, Lady Trooper, and she sells candy, which I want to do. I told my girlfriend, I was like, you know, it's like, I want to sell candy. I want to like make candy and sell it to the viewers, because there's like these, I guess like craft laws or something, like that you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to make certain types of products, like food products, and sell them. Not stuff that like just anyhow, there's like not stuff like, not like baked goods, I guess, like, but you can sell like hard candies. So I was like, man, I want to make like hard little scooters, little scooter things or whatever, and sell that shit like candy for them. Like Lady Trooper. Lady Trooper makes a whole bunch of really cool, different flavored candies, and I think she sells a lot of them. Now, it's a hard business because you're hand making candy, but good profit margins, a lot of work. And who doesn't love candy more than me? You guys have been known for years. I love junk food and candy and shit like that. So, guys, okay, so since you got me to 24 likes, perfect. Oh, this is a good song too. Let's do this song. And this, I don't know, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but we're doing it. We're gonna light the smoke machine one more time. I'll answer the rest of the questions, and then I do have to sign off. Oh, you're gonna hate this. Sorry. Just won't eat it. All right, that probably lost everybody. Dave Gravitt, going all the way. You're showing your colors, by the way you're talking. You're asking me if I do poppers. So I'm getting a better idea of who you are, Dave. It's all good with me. No, I don't do poppers, but I know exactly what they are. And I know what they're basically used for. Is this Kid Rock? No, it's not Kid, it's a Nickelback. Mike Fritz, I like Nickelback and I don't care. Yeah, I don't care either. Hey, it's Yogi Steve's Crush coming in at the last minute. How are you? You missed all this girlfriend talk. I don't know if you were paying attention. I was talking about my girlfriend. So, Yogi Steve's Crush. Better late than never. I'm signing off, guys. I'm fucking exhausted. Q Silver FPV Media. Love watching the channel as I'm working. Shout out here in Banning and Beaumont. Cool. Beaumont. Cool. Thank you very much. Q Silver FPV Media. Any other questions here? No. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for your support. It was a crazy fucking day. I felt like you were there with me. What's up, Kaylin Putzer? What's up, Daniel? We're signing off now. I'm freaking exhausted. So see you next time, guys. Thank you.